haters say ignore them till they fade away. Amazing they ungrateful after all the game I gave away. Safe to say I paved the way for you cats to get paid today. Still be wasting days away now had I never saved the day. Consider them my pro.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Politics with the Princess on Wjzz Cool Tv, the coolest station in the world, you guys. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all the social media platforms. And with me, I have the lovely, soft-spoken, incredible Tracy Peach. Tracy, you want to say hi to the people?
Hello, people. But I got, you know what? Here's the thing. I went to the dentist the other day. And the dentist, and I have been vindicated. The dentist said, "Oh, wow, you've got a small mouth." So, that's from a professional. So I'm just saying. The dentist said I had a small mouth.
So we are here. It is Friday, June 2nd. June the 2nd. And so before we get to this great show that we have, the show is all about community events that you should definitely attend. And we have a number of them we're going to discuss. But first we got to pull out our positive information, right? We got to put out positive information. The song that we came on with was Rihanna. We don't own the rights to those songs, Rihanna and T.I. And it's Live Your Life, people. So I want to send that message out to people that it is your life and you have to live it. It is your life and you have to live your life. That message hit home these past couple of days when you're kind of realizing that you're living for somebody else or you're trying to change certain things about yourself for somebody else, and it's just not gonna work. You have to live your life for you. Tracy, do you want to speak to that topic?
Well, I love living my life. I wouldn't want to live anybody else's, that's for sure. Just be happy with who you are. And, I just saw one of my friends post something today on Facebook. She's going through a series of going through therapy and everything, and she's trying not to have too many regrets, but she remembers some of the bad times. Look, be grateful for the bad and the good times.
Amen.
Because
I always say that
makes you who you are. Now, if you would have told me 20 years ago, hey, be thankful for the hell you're going to be going through, not just once but twice, I would have said you're nuts. But you know what? I am grateful because this is the way that I can relate to so many different people on so many different levels because of the things that I've been through.
The things
good
that you've been
and
through.
Bad. So just be grateful that, for all your experiences.
Be grateful for all your experiences. And like you said, let me tell you, even the bad ones, because it's called adversity, and they mold you into something. And I always tell people, you know how you meet people and they try to tell you about certain things? You can't tell me about anything if you haven't experienced. You can try to describe in your head how you think it might feel. Example, if I've never been shot, I can't tell you, oh my God, it's going to burn, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. I can say what I read in the books or how somebody else told me it feels, but I haven't experienced that, right? Having a baby. There's people that tell you about having a baby and I've never been through labor pain. I've been through labor pain. You can't tell me about having a baby if you've never had a baby.
Which is why old white men should not be making decisions for women's bodies.
So, also I want to say, live your life, right, people? People will tell you what they don't like about you, what they think you should change, how they think you should do it because it makes them more comfortable. And you'll go ahead and do it, and then you'll find out that they're doing the things that they say make you uncomfortable. They're doing them to you. But you didn't change and mold it into that thing. Live your life. Long as you're not doing anything wrong and you're doing it with dignity and grace, do it. do what you want to do. Don't let people stop you from doing things that you like to do, especially if you're not doing anything wrong. That's what I would say. Live your life. And if they don't like it, okay. But don't change yourself to appease anybody else. That's the lesson that I am learning and continuing to learn. So, let's get into this great thing. So, it is Pride Month, right? June 1st kicked off Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. We should have came on with like a Pride iconic song or something. Why didn't we do that? I wasn't even thinking.
We'll do it next week. I got the village
Friday
people.
we gotta, we could have did Saucy Santana or something, like she hot. So happy Pride Month, everybody. And I want to say on my Facebook page, I shared this sleigh photo. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
This young lady slayed this photo, and I think that it is literally the picture for entire Pride Month for me. It needs to be up on a billboard. It is Pride Month for me, like the backdrop. Tony, I say Tony, no last name. You can say her last name though. We call her Tony, no last name.
Yep.
What's her last?
Mua.
Slade put this picture up June the 1st. Bad girl wearing a Gucci jumpsuit, but the pose is everything.
Yep.
And Tony is the type of person that she's so outgoing. We love Tony here. She's tough to deal with. Now, you ain't about to run over no Tony.
Look, I saw her last year. I was delivering a generator to a mutual friend of ours, Chantal Watkins. She was having an event. And she needed a generator for the DJ.
Right.
Tony comes over to my car, picks up this generator like if it was nothing, and carries it over.
But Tony,
we don't mess with Tony.
But look, Tony, hey y'all, what y'all sweat? Okay, so make sure you can call in at 313-355-6018. We're talking about community events today that you have to be at, right? We're going to talk about that. But first, we're talking about, it is Pride Month. It's Pride Month.
Yep.
And our homegirl, Tony, put up a picture. I ain't seen a picture yet, another picture yet. I would like people to send me what they envision Pride Month as. An image. This is the image that got me. And she's just a trans on the front line.
Yep. Getting
stuff done. She's always out there. She takes the hits. She keeps going. We may not agree on everything, but she slays. You get what I'm saying?
She was also the first trans woman to go ahead and run for state rep in her district.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she broke so many bounds. Maybe Tony can call in and just be like, hey, to the audience and give y'all a little something if she's listening. Maybe she could call in and be like, hey, y'all, because she did used to be on this show, but she got so busy. She a makeup artist that travels, but she's a fighter. And I think in the trans community, that's who they need to start putting out there to talk. It's because she's young. Nobody, she needs to be up there representing these organizations and speaking to it. I think, it makes me want to do an event to put her in front to speak to it because she's a true leader on this stuff. So, shout out to Tony. Hey, Harrison. Harrison said, good afternoon. Great afternoon, Harrison. Yes, Evan, we made it here. We had a couple meetings, but we made it. So, let's get into the events that we have coming up this week.
Okay.
I mean, just in June, and that we know about. So, we start off now with this iconic annual softball game.
Yep.
And a softball game. Okay, so I have to pull it up, you guys, so I can get the proper lingo. And yes, I am the one helping to host the softball game. But I want to make sure we have the proper lingo. Okay, Juneteenth Unity Classic. It's hosted by the African American Leadership Institute. Al Williams is, of course, the founder. I am the executive director and honored to be. It's Saturday, June the 17th at the Corner Ballpark. For those who don't know, what is the Corner Ballpark? It is the old Tiger Stadium, and Detroit Pal sits there. And we have rented out the entire venue. It's 2 events happening there. First, you have the Father's Day celebration. Then you have the softball game. It's so much stuff we got to get into about this event. So, should we do the softball game first, or talk about the Fathers?
Let's do the softball game first.
So, let's talk about the softball game. The softball game, you guys, is elected officials from around the state, and this is locally elected officials and state elected officials. They are playing softball. Some are cheerleaders, but they are playing against union leaders, community leaders, business leaders throughout the state of Michigan. It's just a fun experience, right? It's fun. It's entertaining to watch. Because these are, you see them as elected officials, you see them as business leader, working hard, being activists, and all these great things, right? But now you're going to see them in their element with their families. Kids are free. I stress that. Tracy and myself are more so for the kids. Like, African American leadership thrives on sharing history to help create history, right? Yep. So, you guys, kids are free. Go to myblackleader.com. Go to the Juneteenth softball. Click on that. And sign your child up for free. I say that because Detroit Tigers is one of our partners. They have things for your kids, Yep. Planet Fitness is one of our partners, and I'll let Tracy in a moment read down all of the sponsorships and partnerships that ABC for Justice and Tracy P's helped to rake in. But I would say Team Johnny Gonzalez and Al Williams brought in the Detroit Tigers, and there's one more today. I can't remember the name. Maybe one of them will call in and let me know. Because sponsors and partnerships are coming in left and right for this. Yeah. Because the kids are free. We're looking to have about 200 plus kids. And literally, this is for kids in the inner city. Parents, if you have kids, don't let me see you there without your kids. If you have sisters and brothers, don't let me see you there without your sisters and brothers. This is not for you. I know we do so many events for you. This is for kids to see something different. To see the people that they've seen on television or whatever and meet them and be like, oh my God, I can do that. We're going to have activities for kids that we probably tried to do in fall, doing it and all that good stuff, right? The 3-legged race and all that crap, right? But we really want children. Children are free. Go sign your children up. They're free. You won't have to babysit them. Tracy P's, we have teachers along with Tracy P's and volunteers that are there to entertain your kids while you sit and do something else. But I stress, kids are free. Please, if you have a child, a niece, or anything, bring them. Please don't show up without them. Matter of fact, you show up with a kid, you might get something special. Bring a kid to see something different. People like, I'm not bringing a kid. We're partnering with schools. Yep. Where we're busing kids in. Yep. Which is so exciting. Yep. Oh my God.
And these kids are so excited.
They're so excited.
Oh, are they excited?
They are so excited. And, they're bringing their sisters and brothers. Yep. Which they are totally welcome to do. And some of the parents will join. If you are a kid with a parent and you sign your kid up for free, just inbox us and we might give you a discount for your ticket, Well, we will give you a discount for your ticket if you have a kid. But keyword is kid. This is about the kids. This is not about adults. This is about the kid to see something that they've probably never seen before. That's why we're dealing with inner city schools where certain kids have never been to a baseball game.
Yep.
Certain kids have never seen anything outside of their neighborhoods. And so it's very important for us to go back and help these children.
And they're going to be able to see leaders too. You know, they're leaders in action. A lot of opportunity for mentors.
A lot of opportunities for mentors. Tony is watching. Tony, we just bragged about you, honey, in the beginning. Did you hear it? Look, I'm trying to do Tony. I know I'm felon, but whatever. We want you to call in so we can tell the world how fabulous you are. So if you can call in and you remember the number here, it's 313-355-6018. Tony with no last name. Sarah just stepped on too. Sarah, we miss you here with your update from up north. We got to figure that out. Maybe we can tape it and play it on Fridays at 1. But getting back to the Juneteenth softball classic, if I did not butcher the name, is June the 17th. The time it starts is 12 o'clock. Oh, we have a caller. Who's our caller?
It's probably Tony.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. Can we hear her? Can y'all hear me? How do you turn it? Can you turn it up? Hold on. You probably messing something up.
I don't know.
Can you hear us, Tony?
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you a little. I wonder, can the folks at home hear you? There's not a volume on it.
I don't know. I'm not going to mess.
You know how
I'll mess it up.
Okay.
Charles
Charles
at
will
home
kill
can
you.
hear.
That's
I
his
hear.
name in the
I
back.
hear.
So, Tony, wait. I don't know if you heard me describe your picture you posted. It's the theme for all of June. And can somebody come better with another picture? I don't know. So, can somebody come better with another picture that better than Tony's drop dead Pride Month picture?
That's okay. I didn't need this here.
Tony, can you hear us? We can't hear her. You probably have to call in on my cell phone, Tony. And then we can hear you like that. And I'll put you on speaker. So, the Juneteenth Softball Classic. So, the game, again, is elected officials playing against union leaders, grassroots leaders, business leaders, all those good things. The focus is children. We want children. We want your children to see this and to have fun and to come out and have like a great, amazing day. Can you hear us, caller?
This is Tony. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes. So.
Okay, we're back. We're back.
Firstly,
I did get a chance to hear what you guys said, and I want to thank you so much. And also I want to thank you guys for your allyship. It is so amazing to know that I have you guys as friends and allies to the LGBT plus community.
Oh, forever you got us as allies.
Absolutely.
Even when you disappear because you be busy. But.
Always.
Like I said, competition. Can somebody come with a picture better? I doubt it. Honey.
They can't, but
I doubt it.
Or they can try. And
I doubt it.
Motor City Pride.
Go to my
So,
Facebook page, you guys.
Really
it is literally the last post I made. I don't want to do another post. I'm supposed to be sharing the softball game. But go to my Facebook page and watch Tony slay this Gucci jumpsuit. Like, really? I own Pride Month.
Yep.
Show me somebody better. Show me. You can't. Yes, I'm talking big stuff. You cannot. Show me somebody better. She slayed it. And she did it like she wasn't even trying to do it.
Yeah, I know.
It was just like a casual picture, like, boom. Oh, okay. Slayed. That is my Pride Month picture.
Because you don't see too much of Tony on Facebook lately, and then all of a sudden
Boom.
it's like, what the hell?
Boom. She always do that.
Yep. Who you modeling for?
Right.
You know, we should send that picture into Gucci.
No, right. I want the picture on the T-shirt.
We need
got
to send that picture into Gucci.
I'm wearing that picture. You know where I'm wearing
Gucci
it?
knows about it because the outfit was actually custom from Gucci.
Wait, you know where I'm wearing that T-shirt? I'm going to put it on the T-shirt. Do you know what I'm wearing it to? Next Sunday.
Okay.
Next Sunday is Motor City Pride. Am I not mistaken?
Is it next Sunday, the Motor City Pride?
No, it's next Saturday and Sunday, so it's June 10th and 11th.
Okay.
All right.
So
it'll be downtown Detroit at Hart Plaza. And y'all, this is an exciting year for me because this actually marks my 11th year as a coordinator. And also, I've been the only trans coordinator on the team
the
for
youngest.
the past 10 years.
The youngest. And the only trans. Are you the only African American?
I'm one of 4 or 5, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'll definitely be there.
Well,
next
we're
weekend.
definitely wearing.
Yeah.
We're making those shirts.
All right.
Which are Tony. Don't be like embarrassed because we're coming. We're Team Tony, and we're wearing those shirts like this is Pride Month star right here.
There we go. We'll have This is Pride.
This is Pride. This is we're making those shirts.
Period.
Huh? Period. Like you when I saw that, it was like it took my breath. I was like, and nothing is public on her page, and I immediately like, you got to make this public. So
Thank you. Okay, but before I just want to say one thing about Pride Month. So, as we all know, Pride Month isn't just a celebration. It's a testament to the progress we've made and a reminder to the work that still lies ahead.
Yep.
So remember, let's
and I want to thank you.
Build connection and amplify our LGBTQ plus.
Amen. But I want to thank you for sticking with the fight and staying in the battle and helping to knock down doors for young trans. You know, often, I mean, it's older trans that, yes, have been in the battle, but for me, seeing somebody so young, because I hadn't seen it before, deal with that and go through that and have this voice, even when nobody was listening, and push through that, and she was so young, and I'm like, where the hell is this coming from? And now I see more young trans, like, now I see them, like, she opened up a whole entire door that, because I've always saw them older, you know, they're over 35, and then they're transformed.
Well, they have a life expectancy
but I've
of
never
35.
seen a young, the way that Tony do it, and now, after Tony, I'm seeing more, and I don't know. So thank you for that. Whatever you need, we're with you. I think you need your own month, like I said, your own day, the Tony, day. Yes, I'm all Tony. And thank you so much for just breaking down those doors just for me, because like I said, I hadn't seen the strength of a young African-American trans going through the battle, being able to watch it every day, when she's sad, when she's happy, when she's frustrated.
And when those intersections of being black and trans, I mean, that right there is huge.
It's huge. And to be up close and personal and letting her allow me to even be next to her in her space and, experience certain things with her that I would have had no idea that goes on with just the discrimination, right? Like in their own community, I don't think she's lifted enough. Like I said, she needs to be speaking places and on platforms because she set a bar. But it seemed like in their own community, they got certain picks that they pick and it's the same one. No. Literally, she needs to be lifted and put in other places. So thank you, Tony.
Thank you. Y'all have a good show and happy Pride.
Happy Pride. We'll see you next weekend.
Don't be scared when you see all your picture on these shirts. We're going to get some more people too.
Or I'll be in Ferndale this weekend for Ferndale's Pride if you are going there. But we'll definitely see you next weekend, Tony.
Right, but you know the shirt gotta be right, because she'll be like, don't have my face on that bullshit.
I know. She will tell you. She'll rip
That
it.
is some tacky, cheap shit. So we gotta make sure.
She would too. She would too.
She would. So we can't do it custom. We gotta figure it out. Maybe we'll just have the poster.
I'm not about to play with y'all.
Don't have. Where is y'all going with them bush? That's bullshit. I know my face on it, but it's bullshit. Are we right or are we wrong? Are we right or are we
Y'all
wrong?
are definitely right.
But can we put them on T-shirts and wear them?
We just gotta make sure it's right.
Okay.
Gotta make
Yes, of
sure.
course. I don't care.
We'll make sure it's high class. We got you. We got
All
you.
right, y'all. I'm out.
We love you.
Love ya.
So,
Love you.
again, you're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, all the social media aspects. And yes, we gave it to y'all because it is Pride Month. And so we gave Tony, some time because she deserves time. All month is Tony. And maybe she posts a picture every day for Pride Month and we share it.
There you
I'm
go.
pretty sure she got a lot of them.
And I'm wishing all the homophobes out there a very uncomfortable month.
So, we have like 2 more events we need to talk about, but we're not finished with the softball game. We were talking about Juneteenth, the Juneteenth Classic, a softball game against elected officials from around the state and organizers and union leaders. We have UAW Region 1A, Detroit Pipe Fitters. I mean, the list goes on with the union leaders. But again, I want to stress, bring a kid. Go to myblackleader.com. Find the Juneteenth thing. Find the Eventbrite link. Kids are free. Click on your kids to take a spot because we're only doing so many kids. We're up there with kids, so you want to click on and reserve them a spot right now to get free gifts from the Tigers. And we got AFSC. They're there too, Sarah. But I know we miss Tony, but Sarah, we miss you too. If you could call in, let us know. But so kids are free. Go there and hold a spot for your kid and worry about yourself later. You can contact us about a ticket later if you cannot afford it. Make sure you save a spot for your kids because this is good for Tigers.
And we got some great sponsors.
We got some great sponsors. And but we have the Father's Day luncheon that we want kids at before the softball game. And it's real fathers that we will be honoring. Fathers from the community and all those things. Like, these are real fathers. Some are coaches and all that, and we're going to honor them. Some are chefs, but they're real fathers doing the real work, and they're not just investing in their children, they're investing in other children. And so that is happening before, and we want kids to be present to see these black men or white men or just men who get stuff done and care about the community. Average, everyday Joes. And let's speak to some of these sponsors that you got. Do you need the list, my dear? Do you need the list that ABC for Justice has brought out? Go to your messenger. Remember, I was messaging you the logos as they were sending them in.
I got all of those. I'm on right now.
Take your time and do it. We can wait.
There we go.
So, Tracy P's ABC for Justice has come on as part of our committee, and she has gone out to different organizations. We have a caller. Caller, you have to give us 1 second while Tracy go down her sponsors. But is this caller Sarah by any chance?
This is.
Hey, Sarah. We're going to let Tracy go down her sponsors that she have collected. So I want to stress this. ABC for Justice, Tracy P's, has went out across the the metro area, and beyond, Oakland County, Wayne County, and start selling this event to folks and bringing in an umbrella of partnerships and sponsorships and all that good thing. Tracy Pease, tell us. Give us some of your sponsors.
So we got Big B Coffee, we got AMC, movie theaters, we've got Mod Pizza, we have Wingstop, Wjzz Red Olive, we have Bucharest, we have Death Row Records, and Shady Music.
Yeah.
We have Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
We also went ahead and got the Detroit Zoo. We have so many sponsors, and they are still coming in. I have a meeting on Monday with the Wayne County Water Park.
Wow.
So yeah, we've got a lot of people coming in, and I'm just getting them to follow through. So yeah, this is going to be a huge event. It's a great cause, especially for the kids.
Especially for the kids.
And the kids are so excited.
They're so excited.
Oh my God.
And the partnership with a number of schools and where we're going to bust these kids in. But if you are a parent and you plan to join, your kid is also free. But with these this softball game, you guys, and we're going to talk about it every Friday too. This softball game is so important for the kids. It's so important for the kids because some kids, like we say, would never see this. If you got a kid and you hanging around, they see everything. But think about the kids that don't see anything. Yes, Sarah. Sarah, tell us what's up north before you have to go back to work.
I can't talk too long because I'm at work, but since it's Pride Month, I have to call in and tell everybody they have to read a book called Rising by Gracie Harkema. That's Gracie spelled Graci. It is amazing. She is a transracial adoptee, queer, as she uses that particular word. So I usually just say gay myself, but I know she's okay with that term. She is amazing. Her book is called Rising from a Mud Hut to the Boardroom and Back Again. It is about her journey as an adoptee from the Congo, being raised by white missionaries, and struggling with her identity as a gay person. And it is just the most beautiful story of rising.
Wait, did you say a gay person?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did you say she's LGBT?
Yep.
That's a good book to read this month.
Yeah, she refers to herself as queer.
That's so the term she uses. Tell them the name of the book again before you have to go back to work.
I know, I don't want to go back. It's called Rising.
Okay.
A Mud Hut to the Boardroom and Back Again.
And then you send it to me and I will make sure I post it on my Facebook page.
Awesome. I will send it to you. In the meantime, the garbage isn't going to take itself out, so unfortunately I have to go back and make myself look busy.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. Love you and miss you.
Yes, love you, Shoshana. Love you, Tracy.
Love ya. Have a good one.
Sarah is our up north friend that used to call in and give us an update, and so we miss her. We're gonna figure out how to get her up north updates because they were hilarious, but it connected to two worlds. Now this other event. You guys, this event is going to be so fun, and this thing is going to happen every Sunday. We are back. WJZZ has found a new location for the 4th season of the Backyard Boogie, you guys. The Backyard Boogie. And it will be the Backyard Boogie. They have music, food, drinks, all walks of life come. Look, we do it up. So it's in the historical Black Bottom community in Detroit. It's the 4th season of the Backyard Boogie. Community jam and party every Sunday. Every Sunday there'll be a different theme. Me and Tracy are thinking of themes to do, okay? there's going to be a different theme every Sunday.
I want to do a pig roast.
And it's going to go from 12 to 7 p.m. It's BYOB. Y'all know what that means from the hood. It's BYOB. Coolers, bring your chair. Coolers is adults only. So like the softball game is kids. No kids allowed at this. Okay? No kids allowed. You don't want your kids here anyway. So anything can happen here. This is the backyard boogie. Backyard. Anything can happen in the backyard boogie. So it's a $5 donation to support the event. It's going to be, like we said, different themes every week. It's the traditional open mic jam. So if you just want to get on a mic, you think you could do poetry, or I think it's music. You know, you want to jam out, you're welcome. It's hosted by the Motor City rock star Gerard Ronald. It's starting June the 11th. I think that's the same day as the weekend as Motor City
the
Pride.
weekend of the Pride.
But they can come down from the parade down here, like right down the street. We'll take flyers because this is where we're going to be after the parade doing the kickoff. If you want to be a vendor, now vendoring is very important. Just think about it. You're going to make some money. Because one is in a black bottom community in Detroit. That's number one. And so, everybody's trying to revive stuff from Detroit. So you can be a vendor. Food vendors, any kind of vendor. Info is at urbanheat313@gmail.com. So email info urbanheat313@gmail.com. It's $35 a day if you want to be a vendor. That's cheap. Because vendors is like $50 up, sometimes $100, sometimes for this.
$35.
Oh, we're going to go up because we know this is, I'm telling y'all better jump on that right now. Because I didn't come up with that price. Charles came up with that price. And he been generous.
Yeah, he is. Because
$35.
you know that those vendors, especially with food, they're going to be making a hell of a lot more than $35.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, like we say, in the background, Charles came up with that price. His name is Charles, the host of Wjzz Cool Tv.
Chuck
came up with that price. So we're going to see about that price. Y'all better get it while it's there.
Yep.
Y'all better get locked in while it's there, and maybe we'll hold you at that price. But yes, join us. It's the I will repeat, the 4th season of the Backyard Boogie, hosted by the Motor City rock stars and Gerard Randalls. And it starts at June the 11th. I don't know why I want to say September. June the 11th.
Okay.
Come out. No kids. And it's at the Recovery Park and Farm. So it's a beautiful farm. It's a beautiful farm where they grow stuff. But at night it's going to be turned to the backyard.
There we go. All right.
Don't put nothing on the greens. Don't put nothing on the tomato. It's going to be great. That's the new location.
That sounds like fun.
That is going to be fun. And so our last event that we want to discuss is something that Senator Kavanaugh, you guys, helped to create. Is a phenomenal week in June. It's a phenomenal week. And it's called Grassroots Week. Because, Senator Kavanaugh respects the grassroots. She is a precinct delegate. She is a grassroots leader amongst being a senator. And she put forth a week. She helped, we partner, and that is a week to celebrate grassroots.
Yep.
With this celebration, we're doing a dinner. It's dinner with the delegates. And so at this dinner, we will have it's just not just for precinct delegates. It's for if you're grassroots, you're precinct delegates, you support grassroots, you need to be there. Right now, we have a number of elected officials signed up to join and give them praise as they so deserve. Because show me an elected official that has got elected without grassroots.
Yep. And our precinct delegates are so
Show me one that's got elected without grassroots. Show me even need nobody, a volunteer or nothing, making phone calls for them. That's not going to happen, right? So, this dinner is to celebrate Grassroots Week. Precinct delegates. We have some precinct delegates that have been nominated for Precinct Delegate of the Year.
Yep.
Of which they will get a great award here. Everybody cannot win. We're going to send out, now that the nominations have closed, it closed June the 1st, we'll send out those names that have been nominated, and we're going to ask the grassroots to vote on them. Now is the voting time. People have been voting on them while they was nominating. They nominated one person 10 times. That wasn't a process. So, but remember, this precinct delegate, this is work. This is not if you attended events. You can be at every event and not do no work. You can get dressed and go and don't do no work. What do you define as being a grassroots or precinct delegate or grassroots leader and actually doing the work? Tell me your definition. And I'll tell you.
Chantel Watkins.
But what is the work?
The work is getting your community together and, for example, cleaning up a park in the community.
That's
All
work.
Right? Going ahead and having an event specifically in your precinct with like a pumpkin patch to get people out so they can meet the candidate, so they can go ahead and fellowship. I mean, some of the stuff that I have seen some of these precinct delegates do, and they don't get paid to do it.
No, they don't get paid.
They don't get paid.
Now, precinct delegates are elected. They are elected official. You're elected.
Yep, you're elected.
You do not get paid.
And they also get a seat at the table because they're elected.
Yep.
All right? Which a lot of people don't realize is that there are so many vacancies for precinct delegate. It is an elected position. Once you get elected, and a lot of times, you know what? You'll be elected by default because people don't know you're supposed to run.
They don't.
But you know what? You get that seat at the table for
Yeah.
your district or for your precinct, and to find out what your precinct needs, and then go ahead
And bring it back to the community.
And bring it back to the community.
The precinct delegate is an elected official, and they are the liaison between their precinct and sometimes their whole community, because like you said, it's empty vacancies. And the elected official, whether it be city council, county commissioner, state rep, whatever you represent, you are the liaison. And I would say this award is not, let me reiterate, if you show up at every event, but you've never made a phone call or knocked the door or got any out to vote, got anything doing out to vote work, please don't expect to win this. Going to an event does absolutely nothing. I'm just going to say, unless you're going to donate, but it does, the work is for a precinct delegate. How many voter registrations have you, and she does voter registration forums all the time, Chantel. How many voter registrations have you done? How many people have you brought in to vote? How many phone calls have you made to get out the vote? I don't care if it's for a candidate, for a campaign, or not anything. How many doors have you knocked? Don't be like, oh, I'm everywhere. I don't care that you're everywhere. We don't care. That's not what this award is. This is Grassroots Week.
And
say that one. Grassroots what?
Grassroots Week.
Grassroots. That's work. That's doing the work. Going to an event is not doing the work. I would not praise you for going to an event.
And here's the thing, and that people need to think about too. In the city of Detroit, there are 550 precincts. 550 precincts. Out of that 550 precincts, you have less than 200 precinct delegates. That is a seat at the table. So can you imagine what would happen if there are 550 precincts in the city of Detroit? If there were 550 precinct delegates in the city of Detroit.
It's precinct delegates that I will call their name right now, that like a Carol Conway. I'm gonna call Queen Carol Conway name, and I'll say Queen because Carol Conway is up in age. Wisdom, I call her. And she still does the work. She can't knock doors, but she always trying to do a phone bank. She always trying to do a phone bank. Always.
But
that is how you win the precinct delegate job, whether you're a Democrat precinct delegate or a Republican precinct delegate, is to get out the vote and increase the voting for that party that you are affiliated with. If you are not doing your job and increasing, please do not expect to win as a board. Don't be like, oh, I should have won because I'm at every event. Look yourself in the mirror and know you ain't made no phone calls. You know you ain't knocked no doors. You know you ain't got nobody registered to vote. You know your precinct sucks right now. You know this.
In fact,
please don't say, oh, I should have won. They didn't vote for me.
I just got a message today from Chantel. She is asking me if I could show up on June 15th. She's doing a phone bank.
See?
I have no idea what the phone bank's for, but she's doing a phone bank. See? So, I'll be there. So. But, you get, the thing is you get a seat at that table. You have an opportunity.
You got a seat at the table, but you have to do the work. Like, because anybody can, nowadays, they sit people at the table that don't do work. Me, I don't care if you're at that table. I highlight you if you do the work.
Yeah.
Even if you claim you don't like me. Even if you claim all these things. Even if, when I highlight people, they be like, well, you shouldn't highlight that person because that person talked about you. I don't care what that person said. If that person is doing the work, I'm going to highlight them. I don't care. They didn't say it to me. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is when people do the work, and the work is tedious. Yeah. It is hard moving people. It is hard bringing people out to vote. It is easy to get dressed up and just go to events and be like, I'm a precinct delegate. You haven't done anything.
It's getting into, face-to-face with people. And you're right. It is not easy getting people out there to vote. Because there are, right now, you've got a lot of disenfranchised voters.
You got it.
Especially in the city of Detroit.
Even if you're educating people, say you're not doing, you have to be doing something. I see a Queen Carol Conway who's wisdom and still is doing it, and then you want me to compare her to somebody who just go to events and think they just show up at an event. And it's just crazy to me. They show up so they think they do something, that, they are owed something. Guess what? Whether you're there or not, it doesn't matter because you're not impacting the room.
Yeah.
People, who did you bring with you? Yourself. So you're not organizing. That's another thing. So if you're going to an event where information is shared and you're not bringing precinct delegates or grassroots people or anybody from your community with you to hear that information, and you're coming along to every event, you by yourself. You coming by yourself to every event. You ain't even organizing.
And that's another thing. That's another thing, too. Somebody who maybe they don't hear.
Shake the cord. Turn that off or something. Okay, there we go.
So, somebody who might not have a car,
Right.
I always, anytime I go anywhere, I always have a certain group of people that I know want to go.
Ask me, hey, you want to ride together, even though we have a car. But the thing is, if you are in a room, people, and you only bring yourself, all the time it's only you, and you call yourself a precinct delegate, you're not even organizing. You're not, and I see all of that. Although I don't say anything, I see it. I see what people do. If you call yourself, oh, I support this, I support that, but you're not sharing it, I see that. I see, although I don't say it, I see it.
Yeah.
And I'm taking note, and I'm checking it off, and I'm going to just smile and keep it moving.
And it doesn't matter.
It's every time you put your hand on the table. Just put it back. Leave it right there. Don't move it. Charles, Chuck, just don't move it.
And it doesn't even matter if they're even in, your area, your precinct. Today, I have a friend whose daughter next week, she is going to be at the Berkeley Art Bash. And she has her own little, she's 12 years old, young black girl, and she is starting her own business.
Wow.
So she is going to be at the Berkeley Art Bash next weekend selling her keychain she
Oh,
made.
I'm gonna buy something.
And her bracelets and her necklaces. Now, this is in Berkeley. I'm still going to go ahead and
You
share
still
the hell
gonna
out
go
of
ahead
it.
and share it. That's
you know.
part of organizing. So, like I want to say, because we are about to be out of time soon, and we'll go over our 3 events that we discussed, you guys, at the beginning. But just know that these awards, this precinct delegate, and who I honor and who I push to support, whether it's about them doing the work.
Yep.
Whether I know them or not, we've got their bio. We've studied what they've done. Yes, when people vote, they'll vote the right way because it's really the criteria is going to be up there. We're asking how many doors did this person knock? If they ain't knock doors, how many voter registrations did they get?
Yep.
What candidate did they knock doors for? That is the voting thing right there.